So, if I could start life over again, there's one thing I would definitely do earlier. Um, I would definitely make sure that I have a 401k or a Roth IRA of some sort, um, especially if not working for a union or a company that still has like a pension system in place, because you definitely want to be taken care of later in life, and the earlier you start, the better. Um, as the stock market goes up and down, your Roth IRA or 401k will be going up and down, but obviously, you know, you're looking in terms of decades, not years. Um, I think the average downturn is probably 3 to 7 years max. Um, I think when things crashed in 2008, they were definitely, well on their way by 2015. So I don't think the market is ever going to be down for your entire life and become a bad investment. I definitely encourage people to invest in the stock market on their own. But I think having like a managed account provides some stability and some consistency that a lot of people just can't um, usually commit to themselves. Through a company, if you have the opportunity to get a 401k, do it as early in life as possible, as close to 18 as possible, because the sooner you start, the better off you're going to be. So I'm just going to throw something out here. So yeah, so just gonna Google an investment calculator just to show you, an example. Say you can't get a 401k through your employer. You can always get your own financial advisor and get something like a Roth IRA and set it up, that way. So say you start off at $1,000, when you open the account. And then monthly, say you put in $100 a month, and the rate of return, average stock market return last 30 years has been 9.89%, or 7.31% when adjusted for inflation. But let's put 9.89, let's say 8, just for a round figure. Now, if you're 35 and planning to retire at 65, you have 30 years to grow. Your investment will be worth $159,972. So $159,972 after 30 years. That, to me, does not sound like a great amount to retire on. Now, say you started at 20, 15 years earlier. Let's do 45 years to grow. Actually, this does a maximum of 30 years on this. So let's find another calculator. do 45 years here, $1,000, 8% return, $1,200 a year per month. 512,497. That is a significant difference. That's the difference between starting at 20 and starting at 35. That is a significant difference, because the number one factor when it comes to investing in stocks, the stock market in general, is time. So the longer you wait, the more gains you're giving up. So the earlier you start saving for your retirement, the better off you're going to be. Don't waste that time. Just don't. Get out of school, get a job, start putting that money away. 100 a month, or even less if you can do it, see what happens if you put 50 a month in for 45 years. You could put $25 a month in, starting when you're 20, and you can end up with approximately the same amount of money, $152,065 at 65, as if you started putting 100 a month in at 35. So $25 a month. Can you afford that? Find a financial advisor. I don't have anywhere to start. Try New York Life, or let's just Google Edward Jones, New York Life. Talk to your work, Morgan Stanley. Just find one. Find one when you're 20 and put 25 a month in. You're not going to regret it. And as you get older and start making more money, up that amount. And and if you're doing stocks on your own, you're probably going to be like me and crash your account 10 times over. But you know what? You're always going to have that account on the side in the background managed for you. And, while that might be going up and down over the years, it's generally going to be gravitating towards up. You might look at it and, year 3, you got 397 in there. And then you look at it again, it's 122. And then you look at it again, it's 728. And, it's going to go up and down, up and down, up and down. By the time you're 65, if you got 150,000 or more, 500,000. Just invest as soon as you possibly can. Don't wait. The longer you wait, the more money you're giving up. 150,000 versus 500,000 is a huge difference. That was the difference between putting 100 a month down, starting at 35. And that was the difference between 35 and starting at 20. That's about it's a $350,000 difference. That's a house, or it used to be anyway. But anyway, just my thoughts.